Welcome back to PRM. I'm David D. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. Let's talk about this cop in Norfolk, Virginia that just got fired for donating money to a Kyle Rittenhouse fund. Support America's domestic terrorist networks. I don't know. He used the police department's email addresses, and I don't know if that's public. Somehow it got public, and he got fired. Okay, because you know what? The public relations on a local police department donating to a domestic terrorist, it kind of looks bad. Kyle Rittenhouse shot 3 people and killed 2. He's a domestic terrorist. That's 1 + 1 = 2. We all know this. The Norfolk Police Department knows it too, and took the appropriate action against this fascist cop. So, kudos. I mean, obviously police have a strong tendency to let fascist things go, as they are authority figures. And authority figures in America are explicitly far right. So kudos, once again, to this police department that took the right measures and fired this guy. Because think about the bias. Think about the bias in everyday situations. You have someone supporting a domestic terrorist by the name of Kyle Rittenhouse. You know, what are his underlying motivations? What's his underlying decision-making going to be in his community? Think about that. Process that. This cop is basically saying he's okay with militant-style vigilantism. I mean, that police department doesn't know how this cop is going to react in a situation when militia members show up in their town and, are they going to team up with them? Are they going to murder First Amendment protesters together? I mean, it's like, it's a Pandora's box to keep somebody on their police force who is openly fascist and supporting fascists like Kyle Rittenhouse. So, once again, this is 1 + 1 = 2. The PR is horrible. The bias implied here is just huge, okay? And the litany of things that can go wrong, keeping this guy on your police department, having a strong favoritism to the point where you're donating money to domestic terrorists in America, that's going to be a conflict of interest at some point. That's going to be a problem. So they don't want the problem, and they got rid of the cop. Once again, that is the correct move. And so many right-wingers are having a big problem with it, obviously, because they default. If they're not fascist, they default to fascism, which explains Trumpism. They're done with conservatism. They want far-right, authoritarian-style fascism, and they will support the measures beneath that and the people who support militant-style vigilantism, where there is no authority except the person, okay? The person is judge, jury, and executioner. Like, the right wing in this country has defaulted far right. That's all I can say. But it's nice to see a story like this where it's like, wow, I feel a couple flickers of hope that even a police department can see the obvious truth that their police department supporting domestic terrorists is a bad thing. Thank God. Thank God there's a few people in this country that have their heads screwed on in the police world. Because y'all losing a lot of credibility, I'll tell you that. So you better right the ship. And these measures will right the ship. I mean, maybe not to where we'd like it, but hey, I'd like to see the effort. Anyways, what do you think about this? What are your thoughts? Leave me a comment down below. Like, share, subscribe. Get outside today. It's beautiful. The sun's out. Sky's blue. Have a lovely day.